how far it's going to go. So, right then. So setup wise, as we said, this is certainly more of a smaller, shorter setup. The previous ones almost looked as if you could have hit it full distance, okay? So it's making a distinction between a full shot or a long shot, where your stance is kind of so wide, and then a short shot where it comes in a little bit narrower, okay? It just puts a bit more pressure onto that left foot if we can do as well, sort of pushing down into it. That'll get you sort of leaning a bit more onto that front foot, which is good. And that helps the angle the club swings on, which gets the ball up in the air for you, okay? So the right-hand one now, kind of your previous one, a bit kind of excessively wristy here on the way back. And as you come through now, the fear of going too far, once you get to back here, you're like, oh God, don't go too far, please stop, please stop, please stop. The hands kind of stop here now. Everything sort of tucks in there, and the hands just about kind of get past your left pocket. There's quite a sort of scooped angle there with your left wrist there, a sign that you sort of flicked it with your hands there. And then when the club then comes back, it recoils back pretty quickly after the shot there, okay? There's not much sort of control of that golf club as you hit it. Whereas this one, let me clear all those lines. Again, good structure in terms of the backswing. That would have been probably enough length. You just kept going, okay? But as you come back to the golf ball here now, add impact there. What we'd be looking for is kind of a line there between your hands, the shoulder, and the golf ball. Your hands are slightly behind it, but not miles away compared to where they were sort of on the seventh back here somewhere, and then pulling them more left. But the good thing is now your hands continue on past that yellow line. That would be enough length of swing. Had you not gone back as far, then you probably wouldn't have gone through as far, okay? So the movement going back and through there would have been okay, because you had more momentum, you just went back a little bit further. It went through a bit further. So your shot went, I think it was like 40 yards rather than 30. But in time, you'll start learning how big a swing needs to be. So there's kind of a 20-yard shot. There's kind of a 10-yard shot. Even with a small 10-yard shot, the hands are still working past the body compared to kind of that one there. So this angle in your wrist here is kind of the same as it was to start with. This way, it's not this way or too much that way, because wrist, as we said, are a good speed source. Great for the long game, get the ball going a long way, because you hit the ball a good distance, you find then almost quite difficult taking the power off. And I think the way you look at the shots when you get into a non-full situation, you're like, well, this club goes 60, 70 yards, I've got 20. Got to take off like 65% of power, and then you go back and be like, oh, hang on, this is just trying to almost not hit it too hard. As opposed to, okay, I'm here now, I've got 20 yards to go. I know a 20-yard swing means the club's going to go back to here and swing through to there. If I swing the golf club back to kind of there and through, that gives me a 20-yard shot, roughly speaking. If I go back a bit further, there's 30, there's 40, there's 50, okay? So you have like a clock face. So 6 o'clock is down here, obviously 7, 8, 9, 10, or whatever around the clock face. If you're up here by 10 o'clock, you're looking almost a fullish swing. 9 o'clock-ish, 8 o'clock is going to be a different length swing. 7 o'clock will give you kind of, again, and that'll vary from club to club. Obviously, the less lofted a club, the further it will travel. So if you're swinging it to here with a pitching wedge at sort of 7:30, should we say, or 8 o'clock, that goes 30 yards, 20 yards maybe. With a 7-iron, that might go 40 yards, okay? Why might you want it at 7-iron? Well, maybe it could be a tree iron, or you want to go lower, or you want to play a low running shot, it's wind or whatever. There's loads of different reasons why you might take a different club over another one. Again, things you're going to develop and learn the more you play, the more experience on the golf course you get playing. You go, wait, that shot there, there's something in the way. I hit the ball with a 7-iron, it went too low, there's a bunker there. Well, it rolls in the bunker. Therefore, you need loft, like your pitching wedge, your sand iron. If you've got a tree in the way, you want to go underneath the branch, then okay, sand iron is the ball too high, so we'll take a less lofted club. And these are things that you'll just develop the more you play, and the more different shots you're kind of forced to play, you'll think, oh, okay. And the thing is, when you hit a shot, if it's a bad result, go, what did I do wrong there? Was it, did I have the right club? And try and think back. And if you're not sure, ask or text. I was on the golf course. I was here on the second on the button, hit my tee shot there, and then I hit a bad shot on my second shot. I didn't know what to do wrong. I played the wrong club or the wrong shot, because a lot of times you're taking the wrong club, having the wrong setup, the wrong backswing length, and then trying to judge all that back to the golf ball to try and judge how far it's going to go. I mean, most people can judge distance. If I said you throw a ball towards that sofa...
no, I'm useless.
I reckon you can do it better than you think, to be fair.
We'll prove in a second. I'm useless with distances.
We'll see. We'll do a little test in a second.
God, I'm useless.
Okay, but if I said to you now...
I couldn't tell you where like 6 foot was.
No, that's fine. But if I said you throw a ball to that sofa,
Oh yeah,
I'm looking at the sofa.
because I can see the sofa.
Exactly. And if I was then down by the glass thing and said, throw the ball down there if there was no ceiling in the way, you could throw it towards me there. You'd understand that my arm or your arms would have to be longer or shorter. But if you were going to throw it from, say, me to you now, a couple of feet away, you wouldn't be like this trying to.
No, but if you said to me, throw it like
20 yards.
20 yards,
that's fine. That's fine. And a lot of people don't understand certain numbers, they don't equate a yardage with that, but then you'll start eyeballing things. Okay, right, well, if I'm chipping the ball down towards that bin or the Perspex glass there, then, okay, that's sort of that length. If I'm going to the sofa, then that's that sort of length, okay? The thing is, as long as you have a sort of a technique that's not going to be this one on the right here now, where you're a bit kind of scoopy with the wrist here, and the left hand kind of stopping and breaking down, and then your dominant right hand giving it a flick. That's the shot we've got to try to avoid, because that's going to just send the ball off the club face too fast. Okay, and then you're then scared of going too far, which then creates more kind of stopping, and then the flick encourages again. Okay, make sense?
Yeah.
Good stuff.